What I wanted to go over today is the clothing that I have right beside my bug out bag. If I decided to bug out, I would have all my clothing in one area with my bag. That way there I can just grab that, or I can change real quick if I got the time right into the gear that I would take out, because clothing is just as important as your bug out bag. I mean, if you have a suit on or something like that there, you're going to want to change, in order for you to take off. Now, I'm saying like a 72-hour kind of deal. Say there's, natural disasters coming or whatever, but if you plan on bugging out, and I'll be going to the bush most likely, or if I'm heading to another town and I can't make it to, that town, and there's bush in between, and I'm forced to abandon my car, I can go into the woods. So that's what my kit and my clothing are designed around. And this here is basically a cold weather winter loadout. Now, first thing is, we're going to say, I've got this nice hat here. It's wool on the outside, fleece on the inside, very warm. And as you know, wool will hold up to 60%. Some people say 80%. So 60 to 80% of its R value, even when damp or wet. So wool is very good for wet conditions. Nice pair of leather gloves. They're insulated somewhat. You're not going to get real into real cold climates with these. You can use them for working and such, and then have a spare pair that you can use just for keeping your hands warm. So you have your hat and mittens. Now, jacket. I've got this big extreme cold weather jacket here. Has multiple pockets and such. It's Army surplus, Canadian military, and it's for extreme cold. Now, I can throw this over top of my other jackets I have and take this off if I don't need it when I go out. So if I have the jacket, I'm just going to throw that down there for cold weather. I've got this here is a light jacket or combat shirt, and I'll wear this. You can pretty well see through this, it's so light, but I'll wear this and this wool, Canadian wool shirt here as well. I'll wear these two together for one jacket, so I'm layering up for right around freezing temperatures. So this here is basically, it's two jackets, plus I can throw that one on as well. So I can get down to pretty cold temperatures with those jackets. And if I get too warm, I'm layered. I can take one off, because you always want to stay at a comfortable cold. And of course that one there's wool again, so if I do get damp, I'll still retain a lot more heat. Now, in this bag here is basically the clothes, what I would take. Now, all these clothes here are my camp clothes. They're all tried and tested and been used for years, basically. I mean, it's all good gear, so that's what I would take out there. Got 2 pair of wool socks. I would throw one on, leave one in my kit. This here is a shirt. It's polyester, so it's a wicking layer. That's my first shirt that I put on. And now I have this wool sweater. So normally in freezing temps, I have this wool sweater. Put this on first, and I'll throw on the wool sweater, and then that combat shirt, and that there, if I'm working and such, is plenty for around freezing temps. If it gets a little colder, then I'll throw on the wool. So this right here will get me down to pretty cold temperatures right there. That's what I wear on my top half. Now my bottom half, this here is a pair of long johns. That's what we always used to call them. These are fleece, and they act as, you know, insulation, and I believe they're wicking as well. And then for my pants, I've got these here. Now these are Gore-Tex, so they're waterproof. So I know that if I'm out there and I have to kneel in the snow and such, I don't have to worry about getting wet. So that keeps, you know, if these get wet, they dry out quick, but these here won't get wet. So if I'm going in, crawling in my sleeping bag and so on, I can take these off and I can wear these inside, so I still have some warmth from these when I'm sleeping. These here I can take on and off, right? But they dry quick and they are waterproof. So I'll pretty well in the winter time. They're also somewhat insulated. They're really warm. So I'll wear these for pants. I'll wear these here. And then nice pair of wool socks. And then another pair for when I go to sleep. I'll take these off and I'll put on the other pair, because these ones here are totally dry. So that's what I normally have for my winter campouts. But I can keep this all in a bag right beside my, you know, bug out bag if I want to. That way there, everything's there. I can take and I can just throw it all on right there, or I can grab it and go and change while I get there or on my way. I usually wear waterproof high boots for when I'm walking through the snow and stuff. I don't have to worry about my feet getting wet. And these ones here are insulated, and not quite sure the rating on them, but they'll go pretty low. So it's a very good choice. These are muck boots, very good choice as well. So that's what I would grab and go if I had to. All this stuff here, it's layered and such, and you know, I worry about water because, as you know, if you get wet, you can basically get hypothermia a lot easier. So I've got stuff that I can layer on, layer it off, stay at a comfortable cold. If I do sweat, I've got the polyester that I can dry real quick. Also, I've got wool that even if it is wet, it will retain some heat and such. So this is my clothing for a bug out situation or just my winter camping. Hope this gave you some ideas, and thanks for watching.